Hi students, very good evening. Hello everyone. Hi, who is there? Ask your friends also to join. So you can share this link and ask your friends to join here. Let's wait another 2 or 3 minutes so that வேற யாராச்சும் join பண்றாங்களா அப்படின்னு பார்க்கலாம். And then we'll start the session, okay? Yes, shall we start? Shall we start the Menti session now? We shall go with the first question now. Which of the following has longest small intestine? Yes. ஸோ எந்த அனிமல்ஸ்க்கோ ஆர் ஹியூமன் பீயிங்ஸ்க்கு இருக்குமா பிளான்ஸ்க்கு இருக்குமா ஒரு அனிமல்ஸ்க்கு இருக்குமா யாருக்கு வந்து ஸ்மாலஸ்ட் லைக் லாங்கஸ்ட் ஸ்மால் இன்டெஸ்டைன் இருக்கும்? எஸ், ஹெர்பிவோர்ஸ். வெரி குட். So why is it herbivores? Because herbivores are consuming plants இல்லையா? So plants depend பண்ணி இருக்கு அப்படின்னா it has to digest the cellulose. So cellulose வந்து it will take some time for digestion. So அதுக்கு longestஆன small intestine இருந்தது அப்படின்னா small intestine தான் நமக்கு digestion and absorption எல்லாமே நடக்கும். So since it is taking some time, we have longest small intestine in the herbivores, whereas carnivores flesh eating animals la pathina small intestine is very small. Okay, it is not very longer like herbivores. Yes. Super. We shall go to the next question. Question number 2. Which of the following is the correct statement regarding bile? Secreted by bile duct and stored in the liver. Secreted by gallbladder and stored in the liver. Yes, what is correct? Secreted by liver and stored in the bile duct அப்படின்னு சொல்லியிருக்கீங்க. Yes, secreted by the liver is correct. Liverல இருந்தா தான் நம்மளுக்கு bile கிடைக்குது. Bile juice is secreted by the liver. But it is not stored in the bile duct. Duct அப்படினாலே it is a channel like thing, ஓகேங்களா, which will help for the transfer of materials. இப்போ இந்த bile வந்து நம்மளுக்கு liver, அதாவது point of secretion இருந்து நம்மளுக்கு ஒரு இடத்துக்கு கொண்டு போய் சேர்க்கணும் அப்படின்னா, so this bile duct is helpful. So storage place எங்க அப்படின்னா gallbladderல. Okay, it is secreted in the liver and it is stored in the gallbladder. And இந்த இடத்துல இருந்து இந்த இடத்துக்கு வர்றதுக்கு transfer பண்றதுக்கு bile duct is helpful. Okay. Yes, we shall go with the next question. Which of the following is not produced during anaerobic respiration in unicellular fungus? No, ATP வந்து உங்களுக்கு aerobic respiration இருந்தாலும் anaerobic respiration இருந்தாலும் கண்டிப்பா it is getting secreted, ஓகேங்களா, that is getting produced. So no matter whether it is aerobic or anaerobic. இப்போ unicellular fungus அப்படின்னா யாரை மீன் பண்றாங்க? It is denoting yeast, ஓகேங்களா. So yeastல நம்மளுக்கு fermentation நடக்கும். As a result of fermentation we'll get ethanol, C2H5OH will get, and we'll get carbon dioxide. ஸோ அதனால தான் நம்மளுக்கு பிரெட் அண்ட் கேக்ஸ்ல எல்லாமே அந்த ஃப்ளஃபினஸ் வருது, ஓகேங்களா, அண்ட் ஆல்சோ இட்லி பேட்டர் அதில் எல்லாமே வருது. அண்ட் ஏடிபி இஸ் அஃப்கோர்ஸ் ப்ரொடியூஸ்ட் இன் ஆல் டைப்ஸ் ஆஃப் ரெஸ்பிரேஷன், but quantity may differ. Aerobic respiration la we'll get more number of ATP, and anaerobic respiration la we'll get less number of ATP, whereas H2O is not produced, okayla. Yes, we shall go with the next question now. And the next question is, lack of oxygen in muscles often leads to cramps in the legs of sprinters. This is due to the conversion of pyruvate to what compound? Why the leg muscles are getting cramps? And the answer here is lactic acid. So lactic acid enga secrete agum? It is getting accumulated in the leg muscles because of the lack of oxygen. We are taking in oxygen, but it takes more time for that inhaled oxygen to reach the target cell. So target cell eduva irukku? Thigh muscles than target cell irukku. So it is taking much time for reaching the target cell. So appo enna agum? It is switching from aerobic respiration to the anaerobic respiration. Okay, in this process lactic acid is getting secreted and accumulated in the thighs, and that's why we get muscle cramps. And the next question is, the breathing and respiration in woody stem of a plant takes place through root hairs or lenticels or closed stomata or open stomata. So stem of the plant la eppadi breathing and respiration can happen? Yes, try to answer this question. And the correct answer here is lenticels. So இப்போ பாத்தீங்கன்னா root hairs are present in the roots. So roots oda respiration ku root hairs are responsible and it is helpful. So closed stomata and open stomata la பாத்தீங்கன்னா open stomata la தான் respiration is happening, transpiration is happening. So stomata are present in the leaves, okayங்களா. Leaves oda respiration ku open stomata is helpful, but whereas stem ku yaar helpful ah irukanga அப்படினா option B lenticels, okayங்களா. We shall go with the next question now. Question number 7 out of 15. Which of the following is most likely to have a much higher breathing rate? Man, fish, dog, or sparrow? So who will have the higher breathing rate? Man, fish, dog, or sparrow? Yes, we have 5 seconds more. And the correct answer here is fish. Why? Because fish are aquatic animals. So aquatic animals ellame vandu they get dissolved oxygen. Okay, so with the help of their gills, they inhale the dissolved oxygen. So நம்ம வந்து atmospheric oxygen எடுத்துக்கிறோம். ஓகேங்களா? So aquatic animalsல பாத்தீங்கன்னா they intake the dissolved oxygen. So in the dissolved oxygen oda concentration water la kammiya irukku, and that's why they have to breathe more times to get the sufficient oxygen, whereas man, dog, நம்மளுக்கெல்லாம் வந்து lungs இருக்கு. ஓகேங்களா? So we get the atmospheric oxygen. So நம்மளுக்கு respiration and breathing rate வந்து கொஞ்சம் கம்மியா தான் இருக்கும், because we get sufficient oxygen when we breathe lesser itself. And the next question is, one of the following doesn't have a nucleus. This one is. Option A, red blood cells, that is called as RBC. Option B, white blood cells, which is called as WBC. Option C, God cells. And option D, epidermal cells. What is the answer here? Is 5 seconds more. And the correct answer here is red blood cells RBC. Why? Because red blood cells has the major function of transfer of hemoglobin. So in the hemoglobin has highest affinity for oxygen. Appo oxygen transfer ka RBC ரொம்பவே helpful-ஆ இருக்கு. So oxygen binds tightly with the hemoglobin. So இது வந்து RBC together வந்து hemoglobin-ஐயும் carry பண்ணுது, and as a result oxygen-ஐயும் carry பண்ணுது. Okay, so if RBC has nucleus, mitochondria, இந்த மாதிரி cell organelles எல்லாம் இருந்தது அப்படின்னா there is no sufficient place for carrying oxygen. So அந்த oxygen வந்து efficient-ஆ carry பண்ணணும் அப்படின்னா there will be much empty space. So அதுக்கு nucleus and mitochondria அந்த மாதிரி organelles எதுவுமே வந்து நம்மளுக்கு RBC-ல present ஆயிருக்காது for the efficient transfer of oxygen. Clear? So we shall go to the next question now. Which of the following carries substances upwards as well as downwards in a plant? Xylem, companion cells, phloem, or tracheids? So we have studied this in transportation in plants, right? So which of the following component will carry both upwards and downwards? Bidirectional. Hi Vanaja, you can join the Mentimeter. Okay, you can go to the Chrome la mentimeter.com search பண்ணுங்க, and உங்களுக்கு ஒரு கோட் கேட்கும். ஓகேங்களா? This is the code 59685510 is the code. நீங்க இதை யூஸ் பண்ணீங்க அப்படின்னா you can join the Mentimeter. Yes, and the answer here is phloem is the answer. Okay, phloem is the component of the plant which will carry the materials both upwards and downwards. Xylem is unidirectional, whereas phloem is bidirectional. Clear? And question number 10. Which vein brings clean blood from the lungs into the heart? Renal vein, pulmonary vein, vena cava, hepatic vein. What is the correct answer here? The vein which brings clean blood from the lungs into the heart? After the process of oxygenation in the lungs, yes, which blood vessels are carrying the clean blood? It is pulmonary vein. Clear? So renal அப்படிங்கிற word வந்தாலே it is relating to the kidney, and when you have hepatic word, it is relating to the liver. Okay, hepatitis, hepatic vein, all these are relating to the liver. And vena cava is the vein which will carry the deoxygenated blood from all over the body to the heart, and this is not the correct answer. So pulmonary vein is the vein which will carry the oxygenated blood, that is clean blood, from the lungs into the heart. Okay, and the next question here, in which of the following are the largest amounts of nitrogen excreted from a mammalian body? Breath, sweat, urine, or feces? What's the correct answer here? So in which of the following high amounts of nitrogen is excreted out of the mammalian body? So for example, mammalian body abdina, humans are mammals, right? So consider us as mammals and answer the question. The answer here is urine. In the form of urine, much of nitrogen is getting excreted. Okay, it is not breath or sweat or feces. And the next question is, the instrument for measuring blood pressure is called? The instrument for measuring blood pressure: manometer, sphygmomanometer, barometer, or potentiometer? What is the answer here? Manometer, sphygmomanometer, barometer, or potentiometer? And the correct answer here is sphygmomanometer. Barometer வந்து atmospheric pressure measure பண்ணனும் அப்படினா it is useful, but whereas coming to the blood pressure நமக்கு sphygmomanometer is helpful. Okay, so blood pressure we have two types of blood pressure: hypotension, hypertension அப்படினு சொல்லலாம். So hypo அப்படினா என்ன? So normal range of blood pressure விட range கம்மியா இருக்கு அப்படினா it is called as hypotension or low BP ன்னு சொல்லுவோம். Hypertension அப்படினா என்ன? Normal range of blood pressure, that is 120/80 விட அதிகமா இருக்கு அப்படினா it is called as hypertension. It is also called as high BP. Clear? So the device which is useful for measuring the blood pressure is called as sphygmomanometer. So in the sphygmomanometer kulla we have a liquid mercury. So the mercury வந்து will rise. Okay la? So எவ்வளோ points வந்து rise ஆகுதோ that is our blood pressure. Okay. And the next question is, the excretory organ in earthworm. Earthworm ஓட excretory organ என்னவா இருக்கும்? Nephridia, nephrons, raphides, ureters. What is the correct answer here? Yes, earthworm ஓட excretory organs என்னவா இருக்கும்? Nephridia, nephrons, raphides, or ureters? And the correct answer here is excretory organ in earthworms are nephridia. So we have 17 pair of nephridia or nephriospores. So எப்படி நமக்கு வந்து kidney is an organ and urethra is the external opening இல்லையா? அதே மாதிரி தான் nephriospores are the external opening of the waste products. எப்படி வந்து excrete ஆகுதோ அதோட external opening வந்து நம்ம nephriospores அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவோம். So nephridia or the excretory organ in earthworm. Clear? Nephrons வந்து human beings la பார்க்கலாம். Yes, and raphides are the waste material of plants. It is not the organ, it is the waste material of the plants. Okay, so raphides are nothing but the crystallized molecule of calcium oxalate. Okay, yes, it is a needle shaped structure. So, some of the tissues of plants ureters are nothing but the duct which is connecting the kidney with the urinary bladder. Okay, and the last and final question is here. A blood vessel which carries the blood back to the heart is arteries, veins, capillaries, or platelets. So, just concentrate the question clearly. The blood vessel which carries the blood back to the heart. What's the correct answer here? It's vein. So arteries are taking the blood away from the heart. So it is carrying all the oxygenated blood from the heart to different parts of the body. Whereas veins, it is collecting all the deoxygenated blood to the heart. Okay, so it is carrying the blood to the heart. Now, what type of blood will be present inside vein? It is deoxygenated blood which needs to be oxygenated. So impure blood which needs to be converted into a pure blood. Okay, and we have capillaries. Capillaries are a thin network of blood vessels. So it is connecting the arteries along with the veins. So it is supplying all the cells and tissues of the body. Okay, platelets are not blood vessel. It is a component of the blood. So platelets எதுக்கு ஹெல்ப் பண்ணுது ஃபார் clotting of the blood. ஸோ ஏதாச்சும் இன்ஜுரி நம்மளுக்கு நடந்துருச்சு அப்படின்னா ஸோ அந்த டைம்ல நம்மளுக்கு யார் ஹெல்ப் பண்ணுவா? Platelets will help. Okay, so RBC will help for oxygen transfer. WBC will help for the destroying the foreign particles. இப்போ பாக்டீரியா இல்லை வைரஸ் ஏதாச்சும் நம்மளுக்கு பேத்தோஜன்ஸ் என்டர் ஆகுது இன்டு தி பாடி அப்படின்னா அது கூட நம்மளுக்கு ஃபைட் பண்ணி ஒரு இம்யூனிட்டி கொடுக்கறது WBC. Platelets are helpful for clotting of the blood. Clear? So these are the important questions which you can expect in your MCQs from the life process chapter. So the structure of heart and mechanism of heart is very important. So அந்த பாயிண்ட்ல தான் நிறைய பேர் கன்ஃபியூஸ் ஆவாங்க. What is the type of blood vessel? What is the type of blood it is carrying from where to where? இப்போ பாடி பார்ட்ஸ்ல இருந்து ஹார்ட்டுக்கா இல்லை ஹார்ட்ல இருந்து லங்ஸுக்கா? ஸோ இது எல்லாமே எப்போ கிளியர் ஆகும் அப்படின்னா நீங்க மெக்கானிசம் ஆஃப் ஹார்ட், மெக்கானிசம் ஆஃப் பம்பிங் பிளட்டை கிளியர் பண்ணும்போது தான் கிளியர் ஆகும். ஸோ ஸ்டடி தட் ப்ராப்பர்லி. ஓகே, Hi Ratna Sabhabati. Yes, we have seen many important questions in Menti. So next time like live starting join பண்ண ஆரம்பிச்சிருங்க. So that நம்ம நிறைய important questions discuss பண்ணலாம், important topics எல்லாமே discuss பண்ணலாம். ஓகேங்களா? Yes, you have any doubts in your life process chapter? If you have any doubts, you can ask me. No doubts? Okay, we'll wind up the session now. Bye students, take care.